What's going on, you fucking sleep-deprived insomniacs? And welcome to the All Nighters podcast. This is our third episode, consensually. We gave consent for you guys to listen to this episode. These are my co-hosts.
Hey,
Aren't you
Asher,
gonna
you're
introduce yourself? Jedmo,
They already know me. They already know me.
Like, the whole time I was preparing myself, so okay, he's gonna introduce himself, and then I'm like, alright, and I'm Asher. But I can't say, and I'm Asher, when I'm fucking like, these are my co-hosts.
Alright, so
I'm Asher.
that's Asher.
Oh god, I'm
Fucking
Christian.
asshole.
Yeah, that was not
Okay,
the same.
so this episode is gonna be about getting to know our hosts of our podcast. This podcast, the Insomniacs host. That's what we're gonna be doing this podcast, and maybe we'll have
Yeah.
extra time at the end, throw in some extra stuff. But
Yes.
yep, let's get into it.
All right. So
Before we get into it, though, how was your guys' day?
Pretty good.
it was pretty good. I just stayed in my room all day. Actually, I actually went out to skate again today. I did one kickflip and then I went back inside because my ankle was still hurting. It hurt really bad, so I just went back in.
Did you
I'm just
land it though?
No, like I put everything to it, but as soon as I flicked, my ankle felt like it was gonna fall off. But like I'm just trying to go slow, you know? I don't want to push myself. But it was pretty good, you know, I enjoyed today.
That's good.
What about you, Bully?
We celebrated the graduation of my sister today. She graduated from college. That was real nice. That's really all I did today.
That sounds
Today I
fun.
didn't do much, you know. I just stayed
just
in
all-
and
we all-
slept.
Yeah, we just all played games today. I mean, I
Yeah.
played a little. Oh, actually, I played a lot of Animal Crossing today, surprisingly.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm just since it goes by like daily. What's it called? Like it goes the same with our days. It takes a while because I did everything today, so now I have to wait tomorrow for everything to come in. But it's really fun. You gotta be
That's
patient
good.
with the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so is that it for everybody's days?
We're
Yeah.
going to be asking questions, and we're all going to give our thoughts on the questions.
Yes.
Christian's going to be asking the questions. He's the one that has them. But we're each going to take turns giving our individual opinions, thoughts, and outlooks on the questions so that you can get to know us.
Yes. Some of them will be deep, and some of them will just be, you know, just plain questions like,
What
what's
you
your
said,
favorite?
plink.
Like, you
I was
know,
like, the exercise?
like, yeah, some of them will just be like, you know, what's your favorite games or whatever. But some of them will be like, what do you guys think about this? Okay, so we got a few questions. Well, we got 14 questions exactly from different people.
Right.
Most of them, well, pretty much all of them were our friends.
Yep.
Some of them
Who
are,
else watches this podcast?
yeah, pretty much.
Basically, yeah.
We have some questions will be, you know, answered fast, and some of them won't. It'll probably take a while, but
It depends on the person and the outlook on it, really. The
Definitely.
answers.
yeah. So all right, let's get
That's
to
all
it.
it comes down to.
All right.
So
Are we wait, are we gonna have an order, like who goes first, second, third to answer the question, or just whoever?
um,
like,
we'll go
calls it?
Bully, Asher, me.
Okay.
Oh man, I go first. Ugh.
Yes.
Wait, why do you get to go last? You always have the super short
Actually,
answers.
no, Christian should go first since he also had the questions. This is the first time me and
That's
Gedwin are
true.
hearing them.
That's true.
Wow.
We've never
okay.
heard them before.
That's true. Okay, so
Christian, you're death by exile.
why?
I'm
I
not
guess
going
so.
down on that ice.
Christian Gedmo me or Christian me Gedmo?
Christian.
Yeah, I go
Asher.
second or last, Asher.
I don't mind. It's whatever. What do you want to go Gedmo? Second
No,
or last?
we're gonna spend
go
half
last.
the half
I
the
go
You'll go
pod.
last? Okay, I'll go
Okay.
second.
All right.
You know what? You know what? I'll go last.
Alright.
Wait, didn't you just? God damn it.
Yes.
Okay. So the first question is simple. It's what's your favorite hobby? My favorite hobby is to go skate outside, skateboard.
God damn it.
That one is pretty
Man.
easy. Alright, Asher, your turn.
I guess my favorite hobby would be to play video games with friends, you know? That's pretty good. Or just
Yeah.
hanging out with friends, you know? That's pretty fun.
Including now with the whole virus, dude. That's all we can do, pretty
Can't
much.
do much.
Insert Cardi B meme. Coronavirus.
Your turn, Bully.
My favorite hobby is definitely, well, hobby obviously skateboarding as well. I've talked about it that I skateboard quite often. But a very good, I wouldn't call it hobby, but a very good time for me. The reason I wouldn't call it hobby is because I don't do it too often, but a very good time for me would be spending time with my girlfriend because time just flies and it's always a good time, you know? I wish I could do it often enough to call it a hobby, but yeah.
Oh, you're so sweet, man.
Yeah.
Probably Asher and I will probably won't relate to this next question, but since I know Bully has, I kept this. Second question
what?
is that what?
Has what? Wait, just go. That's the question.
Okay.
Sorry.
The second question is, what's the best fight you have been in?
Oh man. Go ahead, Asher. Take it away.
Christian has to answer it.
I guess I have to go first. I don't think I've really been into like, you know, a fight with anybody else. Except in elementary, but I don't count that.
Josh, little bitch.
Yeah, you remember
I remember that.
Yeah.
Hit him on the monkey bars. He picked up the whole monkey bars. He said, oh, no.
Yeah, but that's the only one I've really been through. I mean, we have, you know, box with like friends, but I don't really count that as real fights.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I haven't been through any. So, Asher, take it away.
Yeah, I haven't been in any real fights either, to be honest. Like, literally none. Like, none when I was a little kid, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm not a violent person. I'm not
Honestly-
a threat to anyone.
Yeah, Asher's just such a
I get the
passive
shit
person.
beaten out. I get the shit beaten out of me instantly.
Asher
Like
can fly, so don't try it.
Alright, then,
Yeah,
Bully.
that's basically it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of thinking to do.
Dude, honestly, okay, I've been there for like, I mean, I've seen a lot of videos, but I've seen like 2 of them in real life. Or 1. I think it's
Honestly, I can't decide on the best one I've been in, but it's definitely like between Gabriel and Marco.
1. Yeah. If you want, go ahead and tell the story. What happened? We got time.
Story? Alright, well, I can't really remember Gabriel's because I was 8th grade, man.
Yeah. You know, senior. Dude.
All I remember is I was the complete underdog because I was still a little boy in 8th grade. I didn't grow up till I was like in sophomore year. But he just approached me and he said, like, you won't fight me, you won't fight me. I don't know what he was trying to gain. Because everybody knew he was going to beat me. Like, but I was like, I'm not going to back down from you, dude. You're a bitch. You don't scare me. I don't know what happened, but I went into that fight. I punched him one time in the face, and I won. His eye started, like, swelling. His eyebrow was, like, fucking disgusting.
Really?
He had to wear
Jesus.
sunglasses.
It was his first fight too.
My first fight ever.
Really? Holy
Yeah, and he
shit.
gave
How
him a
hard
black
did you
eye.
fucking hit him, bro?
Dude, I don't know.
Honest-
I've always had power like that.
Dude, honestly though, that was a lucky shot. Cause like,
Honestly,
goddamn,
yeah.
you got him real
But
good
I
in
don't,
the
I
arm.
don't, I don't know where like I have all this strength from. Well, I know now, but back then,
Yeah. True, you weren't even like as big as you are now. You're kind of scrawny
was-
back then.
I was like probably 4'11", or even shorter, probably.
Damn.
Skinny. Actually, I'll send you the video. You can see me
You're definitely not 4'11". I'd say you're like 5'4", or 5'3".
in that video. Here, let me. And then the second one, Marco. Oof. Christian was there.
Yeah, it was best thing I've ever seen.
So there's this, you know, those kids in school where they're like complete assholes and shit, annoying, those kinds of kids. One of them, I don't recall exactly what they did, but they pissed me off, and I was like, yo, if you're gonna be a little pussy and be annoying as shit, don't be surprised when I beat your ass. And I caught him one time after school, and he ran away on the bus. And I was talking shit to him on the bus, and I guess one of his friends, I don't know how, but one of his friends thought I was talking to him. And he was talking, what did he say, Christian?
He was like,
He's like, go ahead.
Well, at first he was like, "Were you talking?" Was he talking to me? And then he was
Oh, yeah,
like,
he
"You
like,
better
"You
back
talking to
that.
me?"
You better back that shit up or something like that."
Yeah, he's like, unlike Jason, I'll do something about it.
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was like, dude, shut up before you get hurt, bro.
hmm Yeah, because you're
Um,
like, "Shut your stupid ass up," but I was like, "Damn."
yeah.
And then
And
he
then
was
I didn't
like,
think he was gonna fight me, and I just continued walking home with my friend David and Christian, my friends David and Christian.
hmm
So we get to the corner of the street, and without like any warning, homeboy just drops his backpack and throws his food and sets up. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa! And he throws a punch and misses. And again, I threw one punch, and I knocked him out. He
Oh,
fell on the fence.
dude, he fell so hard on the fence actually like bent, and
Bent
pretty sure
in, yeah.
it's still bent till this day.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure it is. He
And when he
pretty much
got
got
up,
knocked out. He got knocked out,
yeah,
and he woke
yeah.
up and he was
I
like,
think
okay.
I think him hitting the fence woke him up.
Yeah, because he
But when
bounced
he
back.
got up, it like slingshotted him back to his feet.
Yeah. What you were saying?
When he got up, he was talking about a second round. I was like, all right, bro. And we were walking to get to a little more private area because we were right in front of the school when I just threw that punch at him and knocked him out. So we're walking to a little more of a private area, and he starts to bleed from his eye and to cry at the same time. And I just started making fun of him while we're walking over there. And then we get there, and we set up again, and we spent some time bickering. And then right when we're about to fight, his mom comes out. Talking
Yeah.
about like, hey, don't touch my son. And I'm like, your son's the dumbass who came at me.
Yeah, I remember that. And then like they dipped, and then not only that, some random like lady was just like not parked, but like she parked in the middle of the street, like she stopped, and she was recording Gedmo, like pretty much everything that was happening.
Really?
Yeah, and then I don't know, she made a face like you guys are in trouble, and I'm like, okay. And then I
The
remember,
funniest part about that is nothing came of it because it was the day spring break started.
I remember that. Yeah, it was the last day, and then not only that, I think it was the week when we came back, the same like the first day we came back, we were walking home. It was just me actually, and I saw the same lady, and she smiled, and I was like, what the fuck? Like
Bipolar. No,
but like she like smiled like like, oh, I got your ass, right? I was like, what the fuck?
yeah,
And then like she just dipped, and I was like, okay.
follows you home,
Dude, that would have been weird.
goes
I would've-
inside and eats the hot pocket you're eating.
That sounds good right now.
But yeah, it's between those two.
Yeah. Um, I remember that the first fight with Gabriel, I was absent that day. That was sad for me.
The one day,
The one day, dude.
the day that I gained my fame in school.
Yeah, everybody like started praising Gedmo after that. They're like, damn.
Yeah, and everybody was scared of me after that. Gabriel was a big dude back in 8th grade. Like, he was
Yeah,
tall as
he
shit.
was tall. That's why I feel like it was lucky, because you were short, I feel like you
Yeah.
just had that long shot, all that power.
Yeah.
But alright, so the third question.
Wait, who asked that question? I want to know.
Oh, the first three are from Nick.
No, just that one. Oh,
Oh,
Nick
that
asked that one?
Yeah.
Uh,
The third question. Most embarrassing thing that has happened to you through puberty.
You through puberty?
Yeah.
That's hard.
that
is
is
a hard
really
one.
hard.
I don't know. I feel like I don't really have any.
Dude, same. Like, what the fuck?
I can't think of one.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to pass when it's my turn.
Let me think. Let me think. I can't think of one. I feel like
Yeah, me neither.
I'm thinking of one like here at the house or maybe
That one beats me, man.
maybe something embarrassing for me was when Leo and I got into our first fight before we were even friends, and then he punched me, like he sucker punched me, and everybody saw that.
Through
And everybody,
puberty?
yeah, it was
During
like it
puberty?
was 7th grade. And
Punch the
I
puberty out
was
of you.
scared. I was scared. But remember, I did. Yeah, I was scared, and everybody was like surrounding us, like trying to interrogate.
Instigate.
Instigate. I was gonna say interrogate.
Where are the other drunks going?
But yeah,
Swear to me.
everybody was like, "Damn, you gonna let him do that to you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was scared."
No, I'm gonna tell the principal.
um, but yeah, that's me right there. That's the only thing I can think of because Leo literally embarrassed me in front of everybody. Until
Really?
I got him back. Yeah, when I called him out and the last, I'm not trying to, if Leo, if you're listening to this, I'm not trying to embarrass you either. But the day when we were supposed to fight, because I called him out, he was like, no, just punch me back in the face, please. And I was like, dude, no, I'm
He
not
said,
gonna do
please.
that. I don't remember if he said please, but I remember he was like, just come on, just hit me in the face. And then, um, I didn't, because I'm a nice guy. But he was like, I can't get another referral. But the week before, he got into a fight with Rajan again. So yeah.
Yeah, dude, I might have to pass. I don't know, bro. I don't have many embarrassing shit. Like the worst, I guess, would be like tripping. That's it. Not much
Tripping.
happens to me.
You know what?
That's it.
I
Yeah.
trip all the time going up the stairs
I
at
don't.
school.
Not that much. And then when I do, there's like no one around to just stare at me.
That's awkward.
I've
Imagine just
never
tripping in
walked
front of
into like the
somebody.
wrong class or anything. It is awkward. My friend like tripped because it was in Charles. It was like when everybody would walk home.
Uh-huh.
You know, how everybody go down that one
Yeah,
path.
yeah. Just everybody
He
would go
tripped
down
like he tripped there really bad, like on the curb.
there.
It was pretty good. Like he walked into the pole and everything. It was hilarious. But yeah, I
Wow.
can't remember anything embarrassing that happened to me.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
All right
I'm
then.
never like, yeah, I'd have to pass.
Okay.
They're just
Um,
tripping on stairs.
So the fourth question, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, the fourth question is, what motivated you to be in this podcast? Uh,
That's easy.
yeah, well, for me, it's because Gedmo has been wanting to do it for a really long time, and just we could make it possible, so we did it, you know. So now I'm doing it right now. But
Mhm.
what motivated me is just how excited Gedmo was to do this, and just to do it with him. So, yeah, that's it for me.
That's cool. Yeah, I guess what I've always wanted to do something like a podcast, I guess. I don't know. Like what I always wanted to do is just have like gameplay playing around in the background and just me talking, expressing stuff. It would probably just be like by myself talking about what's going on in the world or just some other shit.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to do something like that, and then once I realized Guillermo wanted to do a podcast and that we could actually make it happen, I was like, hell yeah, dude, I'll be down, help you out with your goal. That's basically it. I've always wanted to do something like it, and podcasts are pretty cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it ever since we started it. Even though we didn't, this is our third
Yeah.
one. I really like it.
Third episode in.
I mean, it's like we do them for an hour each, And I'm not even
Yeah.
tired of it.
Shame me
So-
neither. Still have a
So-
lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah. Are you gonna go for it?
I used to do that so often. So like Christian said, it's been a dream of mine for quite some time. And I don't know exactly what happened, but one of these days I was just like, we should do a podcast. And me and Christian have been talking about it forever, but we've never really like had the
Motivation.
willpower. Yeah, the actually not willpower. What the fuck am I saying? Motivation.
I mean, technically, willpower is kind of like like we didn't
Yeah.
want to do it. Well, we did, but
The
we
same
just decided.
ballpark,
Yeah.
But now that we're doing it, like my tenacity for it is insane. I'll skip out on shit just to be here to record this podcast. 'Cause it means
Yeah.
fucking everything to me right now.
Yeah, honestly,
Other
doing
than
this-
my girlfriend.
for like just us three, man. It's just talking in general.
Yeah.
We chose the perfect trio to host a podcast. I'm not trying to disrespect any of our friends. I love them all. But Christian, he's not the most reliable, but he is pretty good in bed. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I don't know.
Wow.
He is, but I'm not. That's not what I'm referring to. He is a very inspired kid. Whenever there's something he likes, he'll find a way to do it. Whether there's just a shit ton of things blocking him, he'll get past them any way he can. And I knew that if he had that same kind of inspiration and tenacity for the podcast, it would be great. Look at us now. Asher, he's such a well-rounded guy. I knew
Hell yeah.
as soon as I became a good friend with him, I needed him to be a part of this if we were going to do it. And it was such a good choice because fucking interesting, handsome, sexy,
Thank
Hell
you.
yeah. Asher's beautiful.
and smart, man. He's intelligent. He has
Thanks.
such good outlooks on things, and he's so entertaining to hear.
Yeah. I also
And
speak.
little old me. Yup.
What's it called? Speaking of Asher being smart, I remember in science in 7th grade.
Oh, I remember this story.
You know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
We had to do was it even a project or was it just a quick
It was
assignment?
a project. I think it was a project.
Alright, so it was a project, but we had to like write down like everything going on, like in the notebook and a piece of
Yeah,
paper.
we could document everything in
Yeah.
our like, notebooks.
And we did not. We were just fucking around the whole time. And then when it was our turn, Asher, we were like, "What do we do? What do we do?" And Asher was like, "I got this." And he got the notebook, and he bullshit everything, and we got a 100 for it. It
Yeah,
was
open
amazing.
to a random blank page.
He
I
opened to a
stood
random
up
blank-
there, pretended I was reading notes, and just did a whole presentation about the thing, and sat down and like, "Dude, what?" And I'm like, "Write down what I said."
And then all of us were just. I was looking
I
at you
would've-
like, "Holy shit!"
I would have
dude.
been starstruck. I would have been like,
Yeah, when he came back and like all the students started talking and we were like, "Holy shit, Asher, you really did that for us." I couldn't stop talking about it for days, dude. I remember I was like, "Asher, remember that one time when you clutched
Yeah,
it for
he
us?"
still
in
talks
science?"
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
All right. Fifth question. How did we all meet? So I guess we'll start with I don't know, there's like 3 different stories, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start with how I met Asher. I met Asher in 7th grade in science class, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that was the first class we had.
Yeah, that was the first class, and we never really talked at all until we
we had
had that
it, like,
class.
We sat next to each other, I think.
Yeah, and I think
And,
I always start talking. I remember I used to start talking to like random people. Just
Yeah,
to
I
make
would always
friends.
talk to people like near me who would sit near me. That's how I
Yeah.
would make friends.
And then I just started talking to Asher, and then me and Asher have always been pretty good friends since then.
Yeah. And
We got-
especially then, like, since after that, I met, like, Leo.
Yeah.
And then it's just developed, like, through on there.
yeah. Now
You
he's
and
in
Leo
this
were the
group.
first 2, and it was, like, the main 2 that I would always hang out with.
Yeah, even at lunch.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how Asher and I met. And then
Wait, Christian, let
Yeah.
Asher tell how him and I met.
Eric, go for it. Oh, okay.
Well,
I know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See, I don't have the best memory. I do have, like, I sort of remember stuff. But I know I met, like, Christian, like, how he was saying we had a class together, and then that one, and then we would hang out a bit, but I mainly hung out with the friends that I had there. But I know especially in 9th grade when I had Leo. Well, no, 8th grade it was when I had Leo for Miss Pervetz. I hung out, and me and him, like, had a great friendship, and then I started hanging out with you guys in the morning and then at lunch a lot. And then I just went into high school, and then we just hung out during lunch. I think I knew Guillermo before guitar, I think. But I know that during guitars when yeah, it wasn't anything. But during guitars when we, like, really hung out a bit. And then I always known you guys, but I never really, like, hung out with you guys that much, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, years past, I would just hang out with you guys, you know? We were on, like, a first-name basis, but we weren't, like, close friends, super close. Well, me and Guillermo, at least. But, it was mainly, like, recently, this whole, like, spring break this year, because I started hanging out with, you guys more and more, you know? During lunch, and then, Guillermo, like, summer school, actually, that's when me and Guillermo got super close-ish.
Oh,
I helped
yeah.
him. Yeah, and then, we had summer school together, and we were talking, we hung out, and then halfway through summer school, I got moved to the morning classes. Still fucking hate that.